I grew up in a boxing gym in Manchester. My background maybe sounds a little bit eclectic compared to many of your previous guests, but my dad was a boxing coach long before I was even born. He'd founded a boxing gym. If you go and ask 9 out of 10 people to describe their stereotypical version of a boxing gym, they'll often assume it's in some inner city, a deprived area. It's often quite gritty, maybe dilapidated. That's exactly where I grew up, fits that stereotype. It was in inner city Manchester, in a district that was categorised at one stage as being the third poorest in Europe. I mention that because it hopefully gives you some kind of context about the social deprivation that existed around the place, like the high unemployment, gang culture, drugs and things like that. The gym itself was an oasis within the midst of that. This was a place where there was guys there going on to achieve excellence within their world, whether it was going off to Olympic Games and coming back with medals or going on to become world champions. That was happening there from people within the community. But the other thing that was really significant about it was the culture within that gym, that even though some of the areas around it maybe appeared a little bit beleaguered to an outsider, the gym itself was inclusive. There was people there that had no intention of ever setting foot into a boxing ring, but they wanted to come, whether it was like some of the old people in the area would just come and watch the young athletes, or whether it was people just looking to get a little bit fitter. Everybody was welcome and everybody felt included. That inclusive nature of creating a culture where everybody can come and thrive at their own level, whatever it was they wanted to do, and where they were felt. I'd summarise it in 3 ways. Everybody that was a part of that world felt that they were seen, they were heard, and they felt loved for being a member of that culture. Now, I'll give you a nice sort of coda to it. That Manchester Council named a road in tribute to a father for the impacts of the work he'd had within this part of Manchester. And when the council unveiled the road name a few years ago, it was a really bitterly cold January day. And there was about 600 people showed up. And my brothers and I that had grown up within this environment looked around, and we calculated about 80% of the people that were there that day had never set foot in a boxing ring. But they'd been members of an environment that had nurtured, encouraged and fostered them, that allowed them to be better parents, partners and professionals in other domains of their life. So I think there's something there around, the difference that makes a difference is coming within that culture of being around an environment where we feel that we're seen, we're heard, we're loved for who we are.